Good morning, everybody. Okay, so it is that time. It is March 2nd, which means kayak fishing season is right around the corner, even though I've been doing it during the winter. But kayak fishing season is here. So that means I'm going through my gear and I am getting my anchor trolley system and my anchor all ready to go. In this video, I'm going to show you my anchor system for when I'm using the yellow kayak right there. See it? How I use it. And basically my theory on how I rigged it. These things are cheap and easy to make. All you need is an anchor and a few extra things. So in this video, we're going to talk about DIY anchors and how I made mine and my theory behind it. So here we go. There it is. There it is, right there. That's the setup. All right, so I'm braving the allergies out here to get this video done. Here's basically what I got. This is a 3-pound anchor right here. See, check it. You see it? 3 pounds. And all I've done is I took a electric, it's one of those extension cord wraps that you get with your extension cord and you wrap it around. Well, I just took that off and put my rope on it. Already got dirty. Now, so what I did, and this works pretty good actually, is I have a buoy right here with a clip, and it is on the bottom side of the wrap, so I wrapped that on first, kind of tied a knot on it, and then I put the rope that I needed on here. Now, I guess like the formula for figuring out how long of a rope you need for an anchor is like 3 to 1 to the depth. I usually go by 3 to 1 because anything over that's excessive amounts of rope. So if you're gonna be in 20 feet of water, you need to be packing like 60 feet of rope. I think that math works out. If you're gonna be like anchoring up on a rig in 80 feet of water, you better bring a lot of line, guys. You gotta have, you know, 3 times 80 feet because you want your slope to be gradually ascending to where you're at, so when you're pulling on the rope it doesn't pick the anchor up, it drags it. That being said, I think there's like maybe 40 feet of rope on here, and I have at the end of that I have a bobber or float, so if I have to detach from the anchor, it will float. I can come back and get it, so when you hook up with a big fish, you can come back and figure out where your anchor is at, and a boat's not gonna run into it as easy. So you might want more float than one. Now, down here at this end, the business end of the anchor, I have put a couple of things, okay? So you need a weight at the end of your weight, if that makes sense. Because here's what'll happen. When the anchor hits the bottom of the water, let's make sure it's in the locked position here. When it hits the bottom of the water, it's gonna do like that without a weight on it. Now what this weight right here does is it makes it tip. So boom, and it tips, right? So see, it still hasn't tipped that much. But what you want is enough weight to make it go pow and dig into the ground. And then you got a bite on your anchor. Now, when you have this down here, sometimes you'll get caught up on logs or bricks or whatever just underneath the water, and you need a way to break it free. So what I did was I attached a zip tie right here. Can you see it? A zip tie. And what'll happen is when it's down there dug into the ground and you get hung on something and you yank hard enough on this end, the zip tie will break. And when it breaks, it'll allow you to pull the anchor up from this side and pick it up. All right, so now I hope that makes sense, that you need a part of the anchor that allowed it to detach so you don't lose it when you get hung on something. You need 3 times as much line as you do the depth of the water you're gonna be fishing in. And you need a way to clip it and attach it easily to and from your kayak. So with those things in mind, easy way to attach it, a way to store it and roll it up, and your anchor idea, you can come up with a cheap and easy solution of making an anchor. So I basically had this piece in the garage. I had some rope from a crab trap. Had this bobber I think I found on the beach somewhere or at a yard sale, and then some 99-cent clips. Got this weight at Academy for like, oh, the wind's about to blow over my tripod. Anyways, got this from Academy for like 10 bucks maybe, 3-pound weight, and that's it. That's all that makes these things. To explain these two clips is when you let out the amount of line you want, okay, you got to be able to stop the line from going out. So this other clip right here, which is just attached at the bottom, like to the plastic itself, what I do is I attach it to the rope here, and when it goes inside, clips shut, and it keeps more rope from raveling out. Like, see, no more rope will ravel out. So when you get to 25 feet and you got your good distance and you stop moving, you just clip the rope right here, and boom, you've stopped. And then you clip this into your kayak, and it looks something like this in the water. See? Now if I didn't have that clip on there, and it was unclipped, and I pulled on this end, it would do something like this and just keep unraveling, if that makes sense. An anchor system's easy. You just need a wrapping system, you need a locking system, a way to attach it to your kayak, 3-pound weight. If you're out there crazy water, you might want to check a Bruce claw out, or in sandy bottoms, but this little guy's worked pretty good. I hardly ever use it because I got a pedal kayak. Now if I'm in the yellow kayak, I'm going to use it because doing this all day long and trying to fish just doesn't work out. So if you got any questions, put it in the comments below, and if you've got any other ways of anchoring out, put it in the comments below. We're all sharing information here. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Yak Molly and Facebook at Yak Molly. That's where I share stuff that's not on YouTube, because YouTube's such a slow process to put it out there. It takes a while to upload it. I guess I'll see you guys later.